Hey guys, and welcome back to Ultra Sun. We've beaten the first trial of the game, so I guess it only makes sense to go back to Iki Town and take on Kahuna Hala, but I'm just going to run about in random directions to kill some time at the start of the part, if you don't mind.
Yeah, always a good way to begin your day. Just get up, run in random directions. Well, when you think about it, people get up early in the morning to go jogging. That's basically what they're doing, except they just kind of take the same path every day, usually.
Yeah, it's running about in random directions on a set path, a circuit, if you will. Anyway, you want to raise up your Pokemon to be more friendly, give it a soothe bell, or just don't smack it, really. You know the government is trying to ban smacking in the UK?
What, like people hitting their kids or something like that?
So I was vaguely listening to the radio while making toast one morning. That's the gist of how I get my news.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that'd be a good thing to do. Let's not hit each other, guys. I mean, when you think about it, a bomb really is the biggest way to hit somebody else, and that's just we were taught a lot better in kindergarten, I think. Don't hit each other with bombs, kids, is what I'm trying to say.
What a random start to our recording session. But speaking of bombs and the potential for them being dropped, people are going nuts right now over the possibility of a Nintendo Direct, and we're recording this on January 10th, by the way, so it may have even happened by the time you watch this part. What are you hoping for? Mr. doesn't own a Switch.
Well, I'm hoping to get a free Switch. That'd be great. Just do a Direct where they say, THD, you've been such a great guy, here's a Switch. Oh, boy can dream. But beyond that, I am still kind of, I don't know if now's kind of the best time to announce something like this, but really the main thing I'm kind of looking for on the Switch right now is, because we already got a port of Mario Kart for Wii U. We already got that to Switch Deluxe. That was 8, right?
Yeah, 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, okay. So that was 8 Deluxe. I'm kind of hoping for, again, I'm looking for like a Smash 4 Deluxe or whatever being ported over to Switch. And of course, Simon Belmont, if we can get him in here, please, let's do that. If not, I guess we'll be fine, but still.
We're talking about like one with all the DLC and whatnot, I take it.
Yeah, just put all the DLC in there. No, charge them separately. That's always a good idea, right?
That's the reason I haven't actually got in for the Smash Bros. DLC, because I was spoiled by Mario Kart 8, and like, it's season pass for lack of a better word, because you get like 4 new tracks, well 8 if you count the retro ones, I guess you got characters, and with Smash Bros. It's like you get character packs and whatnot, and granted, a lot more work has to go into a single Smash Bros. Character than I imagine a single Mario Kart course does, but it did put me off. To this day, I haven't tried out Cloud or Ryu or Bayonetta, and I really want to, so I guess this part is all about begging Nintendo for an upgraded port of Smash Bros. For the Switch. I mean, can you imagine having that on the go?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good, especially if it had Simon Belmont. Simon Belmont on the go is always a good idea.
What's that? You want Chibi Robo? He sort of has a whip.
I sort of hate you. No, I don't sort of hate you, I completely hate you.
Oh, loathe entirely. I watched that over Christmas. I am a massive stan for the live-action Grinch movie. I don't care, it's a great film.
My sister has actually gotten into, I got her watching this one year. Every year she now watches the Blackadder Christmas Carol, which is pretty funny, actually. Like, I haven't watched a ton of Blackadder, but it's actually pretty great, and I really should watch more of it, I admit.
Oh, it took my brain a second to realise you were talking about the thing with Rowan Atkinson and whatnot, because what is the Blackadder? Oh, you mean Blackadder. Okay, there's no space in the middle.
Yeah, there you go. I'm fixing to say.
Alright, we're going into a fighting type battle here, so you want to bring your flying types. Psychic, if you have access to it. I mean, obviously there is Slowpoke, and, what the fuck is that thing's name? Inkay. Sorry, I was thinking of its nickname, Bloops. They have psychic coverage, and Inkay is part psychic stuff, as is Slowpoke. Being very redundant, this part. But if you can't get access to those, or you just don't care to search for them, you can always get a ghost from the graveyard and nullify a lot of their, like, fighting type attacks.
Isn't flying super effective against fighting too?
That's what I just said, mate, yeah.
There you go, because I think at this point I had caught my own Hawlucha. And, I named him a Slam Master after 79 Slam Masters, and he pretty much was the star of this battle, taking care of it pretty easily. So there's enough Pokemon out there at this time to be able to take care of this guy without too much hassle.
Yeah, there's like 150 and more to see. To be a Pokemon Master is my destiny.
Good, that was well worked into that, great.
I like Hala a lot, he's a really fun character.
Yeah, he's not bad, I mean, like, I guess out of all the Kahunas, No, now I gotta remember the other Kahunas, and gosh, it's been a while already.
I can name them if you want.
Please do.
Well, you've got Hala from Melemele Island. You have... Oh, fuck, I forgot her name.
Oh, good!
The boot shorts chick for the second island. Grumpy guy, the Rick and Morty fan for Kahuna number 3. And the fourth one is the little girl.
Oh, you mean Namu for the third one? I actually like Namu. Namu's my favorite Kahuna, actually. I'll just say that straight up.
He's you in 40 years' time, let's be honest, dude.
Oh, God, you're right.
Well, I mean, he's a dark type user, and much like Bug, very underrepresented. Alright, let's kick the shit out of these guys with a bit of pecking, I guess. Pecking order, etc. Funny joke.
Perfect roundness. He's in that awkward teenage phase where it's like, well, good job, Echo Knight. You're not the boss of me, Dad! Until eventually he kind of grows out of that.
Yeah, very good, very good. So I was trying to, guesstimate what type of shape he is now. He's more like a pear than he is an apple.
Well, he's less of a pear. He's more of a bean shape. Like it's bean-ish.
My little bean!
Little Bean. Let's call him Little Bean. And he's like, Dad, stop it.
Aww. Machop, you shouldn't ever try to punch a bird. It doesn't work out well.
That's true. I have tried out a few times in real life. It didn't quite work out. Although, that does actually kind of remind me of, I do know one type of Pokemon that's effective against birds based on real life experience. I know back, where I used to live growing up, there was like, we had this older cat. Her name was Lil. She was like a short-haired Manx type of cat, house cat. And for some reason, there was like these birds across the street, and whenever these birds had chicks, for some reason these birds would always come down. They'd dive bomb the fuck out of Lil. No, seriously, they would swoop it. They would just do it over and over, and she would just sit there in the neighbor's yard and just sit there and take it. I'm like, why didn't she bed it? I come over next day, she's got one of the fuckers in her mouth, just fucking chewing on it. Yeah!
She was practicing Ultra Instinct, and it finally kicked in.
That's true, so definitely Slash is probably your most effective. Slash, Bite, other dark type attacks.
Oh, Makuhita, you tanky motherfucker. I mean, look at that shit.
Yeah, he's Captain Trashbag, I always call him.
Yeah, not really sure what they were thinking with the yellow design and the top knot, gotta be perfectly honest, dude.
Well, I know it's supposed to be evocative of, sumo wrestlers, and I guess that's how they wear their hair. I don't know. I haven't talked to a sumo wrestler. The only sumo wrestler I really know kind of some stuff about is E Honda, but E Honda isn't exactly getting, the Street Fighter press. It's always got to be Akuma, or fucking Evil Ryu, and Urien, and shit like that. Nobody goes, oh, E Honda, yes!
He's back in!
I'm so glad!
Finally, the fat dude is getting representation!
I know, there's no E Honda fan base out there. It's like they're straggled, they gotta make their own little Reddit, but it's so tiny, it's only got a few people, but damn it, they try so hard.
Oh man, this Maku here is just trolling Bloop, so I think we're gonna switch out here. Char, just use Aerial Ace on him, please.
Yeah, get Head Shala up in here.
Look in the background, they're barely even sprites, this crowd.
Yeah, to be fair, they've got so much better shit to do. They just brought their cardboard versions up here to have some semblance of the crowd while they actually went ahead and did other things.
Oh, bless them. Yeah, you're not smiling anymore, are you?
Oh no, the village is so tiny, though. You would think that this is probably the most exciting that tends to happen around here. I mean, they have to go, they don't have to walk far to get to, the other city, I would imagine. But still, around here, you can only do so much and hope that Papu Koko doesn't, shit on your day or something like that.
I don't think that's his name, but you know what? This isn't your job full-time, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, look at him. He's ready. I want to call him Dudley.
Well, that's because I called him Dudley, remember?
Huh. What, was that in the original playthrough? I've honestly forgotten.
Well, I know you didn't call him Dudley in the original playthrough. I did. I called my Cabrawler Dudley, and then I put him in the box when he just could not fucking commit to the task of being an actually decent Pokemon. I don't know, probably if I raised it properly. I don't even think I evolved him, now that I think about it.
I remember evolving mine, and he still couldn't tank a hit, and he was quadruple weak to something. I've honestly forgotten what it was, but interesting concept. they couldn't really follow through with it and make them viable, but I am a pleb. No doubt there are many of you. Keyboards at the ready, fingers furiously typing counter-arguments. Dedicated to proving me wrong.
Yeah, there's probably some crazy-ass Cabrawler turbo build out there, because it's like, yeah, you're right, that always happens whenever we shit on a Pokemon. Actually, did you know, with this particular moveset that you can get after 47 hours, you can have something that doesn't halfway suck, you know? It's just...
Brilliant. And I think that'll do it for this Kahuna fight. Didn't bring out the Z move once, mostly because we counted them completely. Ha 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 ha, I laugh.
It's pretty funny when you're losing.
Well, if you can't laugh while you're losing, you'll never cry when you win.
Okay, you made that one up, right?
I don't get that either, it's fine. Alright, just give me my prize, and we'll be on our way. No, we're actually getting quite a few prizes in a row here, and Tapu Koko is pleased. Coco!
Oh, Tapu Koko, okay. I hope he doesn't get mad that I completely switched consonants on the first part of his name.
Well, he understands that you can't actually speak like a regular human, it's fine.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. Thank you for reminding me.
I love how fucking rude I am, and I'm not even trying to be a lot of the time. It's, whoops, you can't fucking speak properly, you fool. Da-da-da-da, I do a dance, yeah.
Now I just need 6 more of these and I can get a wish.
Well, 6 more of these and we'll actually be to the new content in the game. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not.
Oh, that should be interesting, actually.
Now watch closely, child. I will do the dance of our people.
I would do it only once. And that's it. No more.
But if you ask me nicely, I'll do it. Not once, not twice, but thrice. This pose is fine, I guess.
Yeah, it's just... I'm not sure what they were thinking of when they were coming up with some of these poses, because some of them are just silly. You know, where you get the one where it's like, I think the silliest one is like, Poison's pretty silly. You know, it's just like, yeah, and I'm like, okay?
I can't remember Poison's one at all. I think I like, Rock's pretty good, because it's like, you know, you're basically flexing. You know, you're flexing on them fools and showing how tough you are.
Yeah, that's a pretty JoJo kind of pose, but some of them are not nearly as JoJo. JoJo-ish, but not JoJo full.
Esque,
you know what I mean?
if you will, yeah.
Esque. Not the JoJo aesthetic, of course.
Ah, it's time to get our ride, Pokemon. It's all coming back to me now.
I like how you say more, as in more battling, less talking.
More content, Tom. Oh, I will oblige. Don't you worry. Okay, well, and then we cut to a completely different, like, POV, and we're playing as Tauros now, and, like, he's your ride Pokemon, the trainer.
Yeah, that's like some PC game I remember where you were playing as, like, as the life of a dog, but it was, like, first-person dog view for that. I have to look that up. Yeah, it was, I'd have to get the name, but it's, like, there totally is a PC game like that.
Huh, well, everything is on PC these days. It's like a wonderland, but instead of sweets or plants, you have games. Gosh, that ride outfit still looks silly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand the need for safety equipment when you're riding around on Tauros, but we don't have to get, like, we don't have to risk the safety of other people being dressed like that, unless it's at night, which I can kind of understand, but at the same time, no.
Yeah. So we have the ride pager. We'll gradually get new Pokemon to add to this thing. Like we'll have Charizard to fly. We'll have a Lapras to like surf and whatnot. A Sharpedo to go through sharp rocks while surfing. And I think someone in the comments mentioned that they were originally planning on using gadgets instead of ride Pokemon. Now I'm not sure how true that is. I'm not entirely, you know, confident of the validity of that statement. But how would you have felt about using gadgets?
Well, I mean, you and I have always thought for a long time before they introduced Ride Pokemon that they should have introduced like tools or gadgets to kind of take the place of HMs. I think this is a good compromise because, again, it emphasizes the fact that that humans do work together with Pokemon for that, and ultimately they fulfill the same role. The thing is, you don't have to have an HM Slade, period, for that, so whatever version of it takes, I think this works fine, just as long as it does the intended role of not having us kind of have to rely on HMs in order to get to basic areas.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, one criticism I do have of like Sun and Moon now is that it's very open, but at the same time, it's like maybe a bit too streamlined. Like, you can count the amount of times you have to do an environmental puzzle on one hand, honestly. Like, compare that to X and Y, where, yeah, it was a bit clunky in its execution, but it still felt like a traditional Pokemon game. So hopefully they managed to strike a balance in Generation 8.
Yeah, what I keep noticing as we're going forward in, like, video games, there's so much focus on presentation and graphics and things like that, that it's kind of streamlining the actual gameplay. Like, areas are less open, things are simpler, and sometimes that's okay. Like, there's no point in making a game complex for complex sakes. That's a dumb idea. That's dumb design. But at the same time, many times I feel like I'd rather have more gameplay and content over, like, graphics, sound, voice acting, that kind of thing. It's, again, it's a balance you have to strike going forward, but it's a tricky thing to do, definitely.
You mentioned voice acting. Like, we never thought Zelda would have VA work, and now obviously we have Breath of the Wild, and I get the complaints towards that game's voice acting, but I find it charming, actually, in how rough around the edges it is. Do you think Pokemon will ever get it? Because it is an RPG at the end of the day.
If it does, I would imagine they'd probably go with the anime's voice actors, just to kind of get it tied up together, especially when they inevitably go back and have you fight previous people, because please do this. I really want super sexy Ted Lewis Giovanni available as, like, a boss later on in, like, future Pokemon games. If he's voiced... No, Ted Lewis is, like, one of my favorite 4Kids guys. Because he's not only Giovanni, he's Yami Bakura, and he's Bandit Keith, and all those are, like, some of my favorite characters and shit they dubbed. So he's just great all around.
I just remember him from Mewtwo Strikes Back, who's like, the other people treated you like some sort of science experiment, but I see something greater in you, and it's like, oh, take me now, take me!
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, right? You know, you're just like, I don't know, this guy is not, he's clearly doesn't have my best interest in mind, but I want to see where this is going.
Oh, that's how every adventure starts, my friend. How you been doing, Meowth? Yeah, hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom. Yeah. I'm here to see my cat. I mean, if you made lunch for me, that's great. But other than that, I've got email to check.
It seems like every time we come here, there's a new brown bag on the side. I guess these boxes will never get put away, but that'll do it for this part of Ultra Sun, guys. If there's another part up today, please tune into that. We're poor, and we need the viewership, but at least you're enjoying it. That's the main thing. We'll see you next time for another installment of Pokemon Ultra Sun when the adventure continues. Goodbye! Goodbye!